I don't think the audience discussed Trump tariffs, but if you look at the overall geopolitical and geoeconomic environment, it is favorable to India for a variety of reasons. A, you're not hit as badly as others, number one. Two, you are being driven by a youthful workforce. Anybody wanting to do manufacturing on a significant scale, the only place you can get cheap labor force on a large scale is now India. So this is inevitable. What is the problem? The problem is all on the supply side. You need workforce which is skilled. You need to set out your infrastructural issues. You need to have good utilities, electricity, water supply, roads, industrial parks, logistics, etc. If we do that, it is there. And you referred to some states, and that's what was referred to in the meeting. The states which are actually able to get their act going are getting it. It's for other states also to get their act going. And the agenda notes and the discussions, the CS conference, which fed into it, have very, very detailed suggestions on how to go about doing it.
Sir, I have one related question, and this is regard to an mention of FDI inflows into states in the last governing council. I would like to ask that in the current context of whatever the geopolitical situation is, are we still pitching for more FDI into states, and are there any risks that we are seeing from it? And secondly, if you could just briefly touch about the metrics that you're looking at while preparing the vision document for states. Thank you.
So you have asked two completely different questions. FDI is totally different from states, okay? Because for states, it's only investment. It doesn't really matter whether it is foreign or domestic, right? So as far as FDI is concerned, if you see the figures which RBI has produced recently, the gross FDI has actually risen. It's about $80 billion, right? So there's two-way flow. That's why you have different figures. But I think given the global scenario, I think we have a very robust game going on. And I think if you get your act going better, there's going to be only more of that coming up. Aren't you seeing a new announcement almost every day? Apple has announced a new factory which is to come up. So I think that is something. As your per capita income rises, you're about $2,500. If you're going to touch $5,000 in about 5-7 years' time, India is 60% consumption driven. And if you actually get international markets also open to you, and that's what the FTAs are targeting, the game is not over yet. We're discussing with the EU, we're discussing with the US, markets will open. So, what that tariff will be is still today uncertain, right? But I'm sure the world is large enough, and given the dynamics, you are going to be a cheap place to manufacture. That is one. As far as states are concerned, for preparing their thing, I would suggest wait for the note which is being circulated. We have given a framework and the metrics on the basis of which states should prepare their vision document. How do you set targets? How do you design strategies? How do you do monitoring frameworks? It's all that.